Yeah, I feel like JD Gaming, they're going to have to play fast this game. As the damage from the Rumble, Azir, if we do go late, the Wombo we have for Team WE, it is good. I'm just concerned for Team WE. Can we ever get there? If JDG should be able to get 2 off these few creeps rather quickly. And they have this lane really far up. Here comes Missing, and here comes Shun.
Oh, yeah, this will be a big problem. Taeyun and Vampire are not aware that this play is going on. Missing with a big flash. The double knockup is there. Shun is on his way. Ignites are down. They're turning on to Missing. The stun, the cleanse, and first blood goes with the Corki, but it's immediately traded back. Shun gets one for his summon.
And for Rumble, who did have Skarner on that side of the map, so I think that's a good highlight. Now, of course, those bot sums are down. We see Shun
Round
trying
2,
to charge
baby.
up an empowered ability.
Let's see what we got. Missing, kind of looking around. Nice knock up there coming through. Turrets out onto Missing. Good damage onto Taeyun. He is not able to trade it back, and the bot lane jungle is dominating down here. Monkey coming in. They're trying to get onto Missing, and they manage to. Now it's a 2v2 with Shun on low health bars and Pays with no mana. But Vampire's got nothing left in the tank, too. And they got plenty of auto attacks to spare on the side of JDG as they claim the feat of warfare. And now Monkey's going to drive him right into the turret. It will be a 2-for-2 in the end, but 2 kills on Shun are better than 2 on Monkey at this current stage. It will not be up for any potential grubs, which obviously it didn't look like Team WE are going for anyway. They're electing to take the dragon for themselves.
They're hitting 3 turrets.
Plates.
Like,
yeah, this is good.
I mean, yeah, like you're dropping grubs, but it's a trade for the dragon.
Yeah, I like that. You know, sometimes the opposite team decides, hey, we want to take out these grubs because we know it'll be good for you. And we'll go and we'll trade everything we got. And here we go. They're going to go all the way in on Allah. This is a good job to really prevent that CC from coming down, but that Impale is a little too much to deal with.
And WE just went out. I think the trade for them, just with the comps we have early on, the fact they traded Dragon for Grubs is nice. Now Scoutman overstayed his Vampire.
Oh, I like this. All right, see what Scout can do. He manages to sidestep here, but he does get hit by the Sand Soldiers. And now Monkey is ready to chase him down. Good flash, too, to avoid the seismic shove. And Monkey picks up his 4th kill of the game.
With him being stronger early on. Opportunity for the ringleader of Team WE and their strongest player to really make a big impact in this game. Okay,
all right, we're already seeing Shun make a play here. He does manage to get on top of Cube. Cube knocked up as well. He does have a 2-level advantage, but he is in full retreat mode as Allah's looking to chase him down too. Monkey is on the way. He's looking to drive his way in to save his top laner, trying to get close to Shun. He forces Shun's flash, and they manage to kill Cube, but the teleport is here. Karis has joined the party, and he's looking to shuffle Shun in, and he does. Shun falling very low. Monkey picks up number 5. Allah will be able to dash out of there. It is a 1-for-1 in the end.
That bot wave. Instead, we have a reset, a match of tempo, and JD Gaming are going to be first and have a little bit more power on this bot side with Karis being stuck top, but Missing is too far up, and he's going to be taken down.
He burns his ultimate. He's getting pulled in by the Magnet Storm. Taeyun trying to get onto Pays. Here comes Scout off the Weaver's Wall. Good flash from Vampire. The Equalizer goes down as the cow is on the grill right now. Vampire taken very low as Monkey continues to chase down Scout on the other side. He will get his Heartsteel proc. Seismic shove onto Cube as Cube is now slowed up and in trouble, and he's overheated and cannot get out. And Pays will pick up the kill there.
Grubs has some free time as JD Gaming's done a nice job of recovering and pulling out 3 lanes here.
All right, Karis is trying to do what he can to hit this turret called the Forge God is coming through. Now,
no.
Karis with a nice flash there as this turret, though, it's still standing there on top of Karis. He knocks both of them away. They will be able to secure that turret. Now Vampire going in, looking for a little bit more here. Karis is a little low. Monkey looking to drive all the way through. Flashes forward, lands the Impale down onto this Pantheon, who's taken really low, and Karis will be able to find the kill, and now they're looking for Allah next. He's going to Searing Charge out of there, but Monkey's still on top of him, forcing the flash out, as Team WE are playing 1,000,000 miles a minute right now.
One-dimensional champion. And that was really good spacing by Karis here in the back half, even getting Allah's flash, too. This was really well played, well managed. I thought a lot was given up to get this first pick of Azir, but this has been a big pick for Karis and Team WE, and he's shown why. I get the Ornn in the Rumble. I just feel like they really needed damage and needed the tank buster. I was really surprised it wasn't Jace, but they can play side lanes with really no recompense. Karis going to go down here.
Yeah, that is a huge worry. Who's going to get the kill? They will give it over to Scout, unsurprisingly. Well played from JDG.
I'll pull off a play with the Talia Weaver's Wall and syncing up there. Shun still has that Grand Starfall if he wants it. Monkey was trying to get out, but he might be stuck now. Ult coming in.
He is really tanky, but see what happens. The equalizer going
Great
down.
ult.
It's going to do some solid damage here, but Monkey is way too deep and gets shut down by Shun. While the Forge God knocks up Cube. Shun trying to get a little bit closer, but again, missing. Manages to survive on very little HP. Burnt from the mid laner and top laner, respective of each team.
Yeah, if you see the toggle, JD Gaming do have a ward in that embankment brush by Taeyun there. WE have a pink ward in there, so some false information. JD Gaming getting a little bit more than what WE knows. This is a nice wall coming in. Good setup.
Yep, Vampire forced to flash away. The ultimate out from the Varus as well. Forces Monkey's flash as Vampire can't do a damn thing. Another flash gets burned as Ala gets in there. Onacon gets aggro too. Equalizer coming down, but it's really only on top of the Dragon. The stun is on to Missing. He's absorbing so much, and he punts a man in. And it ends up being a 1-for-1 for right now. Dragon down to about 2,000 HP. Monkey is not around, so it will go down. Scout, seismic shove off to the side, forcing Team WE toward the bot lane as they go mid.
Pretty much every flash up for JD Gaming outside of the Alistar, who does have the knockoff flash. So I think a fight here is actually quite scary for WE. Part of why we're seeing JD Gaming force so hard. Weaver's Wall, circles coming down.
Weaver's Wall coming through, but Team WE, they all get on the other side, except for Monkey, who gets pulled back in and knocked up. He's trying to kite back, but he gets stunned, and he's stunned, locked, and goes down. Shun doing well to prevent a lot of damage, but he will finally fall as Taeyun has a lot of HP, and he's starting to frontline. He wants a piece of Pays, but he won't get it.
In the back half, and can really help empower Rumble Corki. A couple champs that, outside their ultimates can struggle with a little bit of range, too. Rallies can be a really big tool, so have seen mid-drop. We're trying to pincer on the Pays, but TP coming in. Vampire's got a great angle, though.
Yeah, Monkey is on the wrong side of the map right now. He's going to be able to at least drive his way up, but Vampire went in.
We're out.
He's got no flash now. Well, the Forge God coming through. That means that Vampire will be the victim here. Equalizer goes down for some okay damage, but it really doesn't do that much.
Going to be a cube reset and TP back, but there's no Equalizer, and that's a big cooldown gone.
Monkey's on the bottom side. To be honest with you, Cubby, I think they could have just went for a Baron if they really wanted to, but instead they'll look for the fight here. Teleport coming in. Karis will be from behind. Monkey is kept out, so that Otacon will go over to JDG. Taeyun over on the side. There's the Impale. It's onto one target. It's onto Scout. Karis is going to turn over to Pays as Ala is on top of him. He gets chunked out hard, but Scout ends up falling too. Ala has to run a 4-for-1 in favor of Team WE.
I have to see a reset out of Team WE, but I really need to see a replay of that fight. I was so focused on Karis with the angle. And yeah, he was able to trade himself out for Pays, but I didn't really see how Scout went down too and what options he had. Asked for Taeyun and Karis to step up in this game and step up to the big carries of JD Gaming, a Team WE want to have a chance in this series. They really stepped up in that fight.
Vampire chunked down to half. Monkey using his flash, but he gets stunned up. He does manage to impale too, but they're not on the barbecue. Missing, gets taken down. Here comes Call, the Forge God, rifling through, lands on the Vampire. Pays is low when he finally falls. Is on the backside. Karis doing so much work. Ala getting low. He's got to run. Scout falls. Ala falls. Shun is running scared. Team WE are taking down JDG. Do you believe, Cubby?
Kind of teased that Team WE's damage kind of kicks back in the late game. That Rumble was melting people. As the inhibitor's going to fall, we're going to have to see what else WE want. We do have a Grand Starfall going out of the Rumble. Cube's going to be forced to flash. He's stuck. That's a mistake. They may not get Dragon from this.
Oh, no. It's a
hold
rough.
on.
Wait a minute. We're going to try to turn it around. We're going in on Shun. No, they saved their boy. The anchor of the team is well protected by Taeyun and Karis, the carries from Korea.
In the early game, these guys later on. And JD Gaming about to, off of a red side selection where they had side select, going into this game, going into this series. Gonna choose red side, not blue, what every other LPL team's gonna be doing. I mean, challengers and this going up against Scout and Pays, both who have international titles in their hands. Now performing in the first one, but missing. He's got the God flank. WE's here.
He's got his flash up too. Call the Forge God coming through. Karis goes golden, but they got to bail their boy out. He's got to find a way out of there, but he's so tanky, it doesn't matter. Vampire getting in there, so is Monkey, and they're wiping JDG off the map. Team WE are going through a growth spurt right now, and the Shuriman Emperor is dominating. You cannot escape his clutches.
Oh, man, the Impale on top of the Equalizer, that's like, throwing the spatula and making sure that those patties are getting milked. As JD Gaming, they might be beefy, but they're going to be burnt. That's a well-done, crispy burger that WE was able to cook up. So they're going to take game one.
Team WE, we had doubts that they'd be able to survive the early game, and they managed to do so. Monkey's doing donuts right in front of the fountain as they take a 1-0 series lead.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.